Yeah, you need to go outside. Hold on. Bandit's more important than the draft, so there you go. Alright, so we are here. We are back into Battlefield of Eternity, and we have a first pick Medivh. Alright, thank you everyone for your patience. Sorry, Bane need to go outside, and as I said, he's more important than draft. So, let's see what we got here for Battlefield of Eternity. It is going to be Thrall, Zul, Jin, Bandaway on the left side. We do have a Cho and Li Ming Bandaway by the side of DMW. First pick Medivh out from DMW. DMW is the Monday Walkers, is the translation. It's like some sort of German word for like funny walking style or something. I don't know. It's like some kid slang or something. Alright, so a Falstad Deckard will be the start though for RossPierrDoll, who are in the blue. We do have, yeah, the players are on the correct sides. Okay, so yeah, DMW is going to be in the red. So I was just listening to see if Bandit was getting some water. Pandemonium. Bandit Bud, why don't you join us for the final series? Medivh, Tyrael, Chen will be your next two pickups. Or sorry, Tyrael, Chen with the Medivh. We'll get into the mid-ban phase. Tracer removed as well. Don't want to deal with her sustained damage. Oh, what sort of tank do they not want to deal with here? I feel like it's going to be a tank ban coming through. Mac does play a really good Muradin. Well, the people that are Bear fans in chat will be happy. Yeah, there's the Muradin target ban, which is not surprising. Hold on one second.
Tremble before me.
Do your worst.
Yeah, good boy. Sometimes he just like sits on the couch and it's like, bud, come hang out with us. Alrighty, so we are back in the mix here. Falstad, Deckard, Diablo, Yrel will be picked up. Medivh, Tyrael, Chen still need a healer and race potential on the Immortals, so like maybe like a Raynor, Lunara.
Yes! Yes!
The Inquisition commence.
What is it? Arston, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 28 months. That's a lot of months. Thank you so very much for that, bud. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and thanks for coming by. We got a cup of tea. Appreciate the Prime, my friend. Gray main, white main with the Chen, Tyrael, Medivh. Last two picks on the left-hand side are going, or last pick on the left side will be an Alarak.
Finally.
RossPierrDoll with a pretty aggressive draft here for map number 1 in this final best of 5 of the day. And it is a elimination matchup. We are here in the lower bracket quarterfinal. Winner goes on to the lower bracket semifinal next weekend up against the winner of the series that we just previously watched. And let's get into this. I apologize for the lack of being here during this draft, but as I said, Bandit's more important. Cherry tea with hot chocolate, it's really good. I mean, that makes sense, right? Because, like cherry and chocolate are, like, two flavors that go together, because you have, like, the sweet and the tart and the bitter of the chocolate or something. So it makes sense that it works together. Not really, maybe more, like, not really bitterness. I think it's more on a dark chocolate side of things. But it's RossPierrDoll on the blue. On the left-hand side, Barlor playing your Deckard. Aryan on that. Alarak. Itrex will be your Urel, Mac, Diablo, Lovecall will be your Fulstead, and that is the members of RossPierrDoll. Right side of the map, it is the DMW, the Monday Walkers, the Evil, playing Shen. Greymane, played by Yoshiro, Teoden, Tyrael. Serenity will be on the white main, and Sniper, Medivh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Thank you for being such a good boy. Yeah, he did. He went outside. He took a peepers and then came back in. So we'll go. I mean, like literally, when this stream is done, I'm literally taking him for a walk. So, but at least let him go stretch his legs slightly after 6 hours of casting. And Diablo with his Soul Shield level 1, Dauntless Urel, Frequent Flyer Falstead, because Q is banned as it's dealing too much damage. That is the bug, it's just dealing more damage than it should. Discord Strike level 1 for the Alarak, as well as your Nice Memento, Pity the Frail, you got Eye of the Tiger, Viciousness Greymane, and it is a Ardent Restoration for the Tyrael as Sniper grabs the camp on the low side of this lane. You do have Urel and Shen up in the top lane. Looks like Urel has been pushing up waves onto the fort gate, getting a little bit of siege. Itrex is getting a little bit low. A few auto attacks from Shen do land, and Itrex will back away safely. Back in the bottom lane, I did see a little displacement from a telekinesis. Big scroll ceiling from the Diablo, or from the Deckard. Diablo, I think, stepped up for a potential overpower shadow charge into their own gate, but I don't think the target was available. Good Alarak telekinesis again onto Yoshiro. The fire stomps persist. Hammering from Falstead is going to be able to poke at the wave. 20 stacks for him. Still a ways to go until he gets to his first milestone, which is the 50 mark. You have Diablo with an overpower into the Greymane, who is looking to step up. The scroll ceiling lands onto the white main as well. Falstead flying into the top as they want to try and take down this Chen, I do believe. And he will fall. Itrex will live. Medivh's Spirit of Vengeance goes out, but she's not going to teleport. Sniper rotates to the right side, plays it safe. Medivh did tap well, looking to re-engage. Righteous Hammer charged up by Urel, unable to hit onto Medivh. Falstead barrel rolls to the side, and he'll go ahead and hearth out for full as in bottom lane. With the lack of heroes here, DMW pushes in. 7,200 to 5,300. Nice, we got some good odds. Thanks, everybody. Drinking up brew. Itrex will hearth out and get full everything. Alarak is going to go into Show of Force, so he's got a max status availability of 150, 30 from the base repeatable quest, or takedown quest, I guess you can call it, and then you have the Show of Force for the combo quest. See what he goes into at level 13. Also, level 7 could be a permanent sadism reduction if he goes into the applied force. Might just be hindered momentum. To poke back and forth here. Diablo Fire Stomps continue to go out. Spirit of Vengeance from Medivh, looking for the Umbrevine. She's been low on the glaive. Pulls Diablo back in. Falls to the Wardens to avoid the root from Deckard Cain as he continues to throw potions. And you get that potion of shielding level 4 for the from Deckard Cain. So it's been a long day of casting. We're trying to get all of our words correct here. Worldbite pulls this Urel back. Righteous Hammer into the scroll ceiling. Double lockdown. Avenging Wrath in. Itrex getting a little bit low here, and Urel does go down. 1-1 in kills thus far in map number 1 of this final best of 5 of the day. gets a flying kick onto Alarak. He's just going to telekinesis, and it's no big deal. Immortals go to the east-west positioning, and it is a better race out from DMW. Diablo Shadow Charge onto Greymane with a telekinesis into him. Or sorry, a Discord Strike. The Immortal Stun is got a beautiful telekinesis into the Immortal Stun onto Greymane. Alarak with a little Lightning Surge. The race is still going in favor of DMW. Falstead working on the left-hand side. Urel comes in with the Avenging Wrath, Discord Strike, Righteous Hammer onto Yashiro the Greymane. Falstead rejoining the allies. There's a Shadow Charge into the Overpower. Vault of the Wardens from Sniper allows them to back away. The Righteous Hammer pushes into Urel. Sorry, into Whitemane. Scroll is sealing the zone. Urel jumps back over for a potion. Alarak, Decker, they're going to try and work on this Immortal. Falstead clearing bottom. And I think the members of RossPierrDoll have accepted the fact that this is probably going to be a lost Immortal. So they're going to try and weaken the shielding of the enemies. Falstead gets more stackage at bottom, trying to get to that 50 mark, and he has. So he's got 20 damage increase. And now the Immortal goes into top lane, benefiting DMW. It is going to be the hindered momentum. No sadism reduction from Alarak on that one. Emerald for the Deckard. 75% healing debuff for 4 seconds. Full Fire Stomp build out from Max, so we can expect Lightning Breath coming up at level 10. Fort Gate is already being sieged into by Medivh and Greymane. Falstead flies up to the top of the ground looking for a potential flank, and her rotation scroll sealing lands onto nobody as the bulk of the Wardens is utilized. There's going to be a Righteous Hammer onto this Whitemane. Itrax coming in for the flank. Greymane once again living with so many health bars. CM Sniper on this Medivh finishes the pin down at 5 minutes 23. This fort will be taken down. DMW with a really good start on this map 1 for this best of 5 series. Fan of Knives getting insane reset value. And the Immortal gets 1 to 2 hits onto the keep gate. But that's a really good siege in from DMW. I mean, they finished out pinned down from Medivh. They've got all these rewards. They get the entire fort, so that's passive experience gain and periodic catapult pressure in the top lane. Like this is a really good start for DMW. Slight experience advantage by about half a level. And let's go ahead and see where the experience, stats, and everything look like. Falstead's gonna hearth out. He's probably gonna go deal top lane. Chen pushed back by Righteous Hammer. The Fire Stomp comes out. Spirit of Vengeance and Umbral Bind from Sniper. Mac needs a target to Shadow Charge onto, and it will be Theoden to Tyrael. We do have that big healing debuff, and Theoden goes down to Itrax, but will Urel be able to back away? No, she went in for the kill, ends up getting traded. And Falstead does have to float his way up to top lane to get this clear, as it is encroaching onto their keep gate. Back in the bottom lane, Umbral Bind bowling Alarak and friends around. This is going to be Diablo getting an auto attack on Chen, but he's not going to be able to get an overpower into Shadow Charge. Heroic-wise, right side, it is Wandering Keg, a Crystal, Scarlet Aegis. Good Shadow Charge right there. Healing debuff again. Intercession from Whitemane, Righteous Hammer onto Yashiro. Containment Disc, Judgment, Curse Bullet, Wandering Keg, and the Scarlet Aegis on the left-hand side will be your Ardent Defender, Gust, Counter-Strike, Lightning Breath, Stay While and Listen. Next Immortal phase up in 5 seconds. We've got Traded Fallen Shamans, bottom and top of Paler camps at a minute 40 to a minute 20 away. The Immortals will go on to the defensive sides. Falstead still soaking top lane. He is 25 stacks away from his next damage buff, which is going to be another 70? No, 50. It's 50. You have 70 at that. Yeah, it's 20 then 50. Shadow Charge into Tyrael. Teoda getting stunned up against the wall. Lightning Breath activated, trying to find something. Containment Disc onto Diablo. He'll cancel Lightning Breath. Containment Disc auto activates. There's a 1.5 second silence afterwards. Alarak is getting take. Oh my god, that's a huge stay while missing. Shen gets a Wandering Keg, pushing people into this corner. We do have a Scarlet Aegis from the Whitemane as well. 40 armor for 4 seconds. 444 HP added in. Judgment from Tyrael onto the Decker Kane as this old man is trying to back away. Barlar is able to back off. Tyrael, Druid Smite thrown in to try and chase in. Diablo Shadow Charge engaging once again. Greymane Interbeast is active on the right side of your screen, working on the Immortal. Avenging Wrath from Urel should jump into the bush and start hearthing out, but it is RossPierrDoll with a bit of a rough go here. Strike onto the gray main. We have Counter-Strike Alarak coming through, hammering from Falstad. Containment Disc goes out onto Urel. First bullet lands into Love Call. It's a lot of damage onto Falstad right there. And he will start working on the Immortal Race on the north side. They've already swapped sides, so Falstad can try and just dump in a casual 20,000 damage. Drune's Mind in the bush. Material getting Shadow Charged. Falstad jumps back with the allies. Upperbind pulls. Diablo back to Wondering Keg, pushing Deckard around. The old man just getting thrown around here. Yoshiro dives in. The old man, Deckard Cain, throws down a scroll ceiling, lands the roof, but he will be taken down. Falstad is coming through. Alarak falls as well. Lightning Breath from the Diablo. That's a lot of damage from Whitemane. This is going to be a judgment onto the Falstad. He was going to try and get away here, but that is a definite kill. A quadra kill as Itrax tries to get out alive. Diablo souls were expended, so no Finland in this one. Urel may be able to break the wrist and walk away, but an unfortunate start for the members of RossPierrDoll, who I think statistically we're the higher team in this. So as a really good start out. Really good start for DMW. A 6 kill difference, a level lead, just about level 12 to a little over 13. 113 stacks for Falstad. And Chen heads for a bottom lane camp. Wiz Duelist at 22. We have Greymane with On the Prowl. Chen will pick up a Touch of Honey, increase the slow from Keg Smash by 30%, and duration by 0.5. Diablo has a Shadow Charge to initiate here. The containment just does miss. We have Wandering Keg to push people back. Chen will get the camp. Deckard Cain mashed up against the wall. Falstad flies in, barrel rolls to the side. Does Diablo need the Gust? It is going to be utilized. Diablo tries to Shadow Charge into the enemy, but that will be dead Diablo once again. No souls for him to buy back in. Ardent Defender utilized. The Big Bad Belf comes into bottom lane in favor of DMW, and this should be bottom lane Fort Falling as well. Fallen Shaman, Impaler Camp in top lane, I believe. Yes, Impaler Camp plus Catapult, Impaler Camp plus Immortal in this bottom lane as Alarak tries to get a telekinesis combo into the enemy, but it doesn't land. Level 13 almost here on the left side. And we're looking at a 2-level difference now. Almost 13 to almost 15. Stomps out from Diablo. Spirit of Vengeance goes in. The Fan of Knives goes out. The Shadow Charge into the Immortal. Does some damage. This is going to be a containment disc onto the Falstad. I mean, Keep is going down right now. Urel is dealing with top lane. Immortal just lost its shielding. I think they play in for core here. Fan of Knives getting tons of resets. Wandering Keg from Chen. Alarak, I think. Nope, he did not have a Counter-Strike. Barlord will be taken down. Judgment from the Tyrael into this Alarak. As Tyrael is casually 1v3. He may fall here. Takes down the Alarak as before he goes down. The Immortal will be the next thing. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Falstad falls. This is going to be a dominant 12-minute 32 game from the side of DMW. I don't know where this team came from, but they are playing out of their absolute minds this day. Oh, would you look at that? Because of Arston, we are going to be 20 subs away on the dot. 20 subs away from our goal if you're feeling generous. There's some stats for all of you if you want to take a look at them. And, speed running the downtime between the games right now, as we are going to be getting into Garden of Terror for map number 2 in this best of 5 series. Map choice came out immediately from RossPierrDoll. They did not opt in for first pick priority, so they want to utilize something here on Garden of Terror for map number 2. Keep in mind, RossPierrDoll did also choose map number 1 of Battlefield of Eternity, so first pick priority seems to have worked out on the side of DMW. We've got our Twitch prediction going. Ruby, what's up, bud? You are just in time for the final best of 5 of the day. We have so far been max maps on these series. And there's a possibility of going 15 games today, which would be mathematically, based on how things have gone, that would be a 9-hour stream. Granted, map number 1 just now was 12 minutes 30 seconds, and that was a speed run by DMW. Welcome in, Ruby and friends. Hello, everyone. Thank you for lurking if you are on this lovely Sunday. 3 best of 5s. I am surprised that my voice sounds as good as it does right now. I can't believe that I don't sound more hoarse. But let's get into map number 2 in this final best of 5 of the day. Thrall, Cho, banned away by DMW. Kerrigan and what will be removed? What is the RossPierrDoll ban? They're gonna get rid of Ghoulish Daniel. Okay, so Ghouldan gone. First pick over to the side of DMW. What's the secret sauce for them to have a 2-0 lead? They're gonna first pick the Muradin. They'll take that away from Mac, okay? Muradin coming through. Oh, right. So that's been stolen away from Mac. Garden of Terror. Arthas isn't too bad as a main tank here. They're gonna first pick a Leoric who's really good at wave clear, camp clear, mobility is good.
There is always hope.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I've been up since like 5 a.m. So it's been a long day for me, and I've been casting for 6 hour 20 already. Let's see though. Next 2 picks from the right side of DMW. Muradin. So what do they want to do to follow up the Stormbolt?
The wait is over.
Abathur Cassia. Okay. Cassia, pretty good clone target. Muradin, a really good clone target. Both very good hat targets. Will RossPierrDoll ban out a healer here? Or is there something they don't want to deal with on Garden of Terror? Uther. Okay. I mean, the point-click stun would be really nice. I think the Uther ban is really smart here. But they're Cassio. It's a good combo. Attack speed buff, mobility. Well, 20% attack speed, 20% spell power, 10% movement speed. Nubarak to be banned, so they don't want to deal with a Cocoon. Could see a Stitches on the side of RossPierrDoll. Could see an Arthas as well. There's actually been a lot of Illidan today, Ruby. There's actually been a lot of Illidan. Ninja is $250,000 gamble out the gate. He doesn't even see the rest of the draft. He's like, look. He's like, look. We got an Abathur. I see Abathur, I bet. I don't blame you, dude. Kael'thas, Zeratul. Zeratul might sneak and kill the Abathur here and there underneath tower shot or underneath the towers. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Muradin, Cassia, Abathur. They still need a healer. They could consider a Kharazim so they can get more dive, and then they could look into some sort of solo laner that dives really well. Imperius could be picked up. That'd be a really nice. That'd actually be pretty nice together. I don't know what they want to do though. I like the Kharazim. The Samuro is really smart. Samuro Abathur is annoying to deal with. So it's probably gonna be like Cassia or Samuro top, Muradin probably mid, Cassia or Samuro bottom, and then Kharazim floats around, I think, helping wherever they need. Last pick on the left side, probably a main tank, right? Leoric, Ariel, Kael'thas, Zeratul, ETC. Yeah, I like that. Power Slide is really nice as well to lock people up. You have Imposing Presence as well from ETC. Imposing Presence level 16 is going to be... I would assume it's Imposing Presence level 16 just because there's so much attack speed on DMW side, but this is a very auto-attack composition. Oh, also you have block stacks at level 1 for ETC as well. You got block parties, so ETC is big brain here. Alrighty, let's get into it. Map number 2. We have the gamble still going for the next 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We've got the members of RossPierrDoll on the left-hand side with Lavko playing your Kael'thas. It is a Mac ETC. Itrex on the Leoric. Argon playing that Zeratul and Barlor on the Ariel. Right side of the map, we're going to be taking a look at DMW, Sniper, Abathur. Sereny going to be playing the Karazim, Theoden on the Muradin. The Evil is your Samuro, and Yoshiro is the Cassia. Way of Wind, Iron Fist, Charge Strikes, Pressurized Glands, and Dwarf Block. Block Party, Sacred Sweep upgrade with the Righteous Assault. You've got your Greater Cleave on Zeratul. Mana Attic Kael'thas, and the Orc is a what? Consume Vitality, Osin's Renewal, Fealty unto Death. What should we got? Well, big odds if you want to just bet against literally Abathur. Real big odds for the RossPierrDoll players here. The Orc, by the way, is Consume Vitality, so he's going to be having the percent base heal from Skeletal Swing, and also cooldown reduction on this one. Samuro in top lane. Well, Abathur had applied to them. Left side camp is being worked on. Cassia working on the right side for these Siege Giants. Muradin soaking. So as I said beforehand, it's going to be Samuro in one lane, Muradin probably in mid, and then Karazim. He'll be taking over bottom lane while Cassia grabs this camp, and there will not be an invade in time from RossPierrDoll onto this camp. I think ETC may have been seen, definitely. Yeah, retreat ping in bottom lane. Muradin's going to start rotating down into this to help out the allies in this defense. Siege Giants will have a little bit of splash damage as well onto the minion wave. Taming Strike on Muradin mid-air. Nicely done from Barlord. Punches land onto ETC. He's going to power slide through a few enemies. The Flame Strike from Kael'thas coming through. It is Mana Attic level 1 for the Kael'thas. No convection, of course. Zeratul coming through. He's going to be scattered out by a Toxic Nest. He gets a cleave onto Theoden, who looks for the Store Bolt. Misses it. Living Bomb applied to Muradin. Not going to be shared with any allies. Sereny trying to chase in just to get maybe a Breath of Heaven heal. And our first seed, bottom right of the map. Siege Giants over here on the left-hand side. Level 4 block totem for the Karazim, by the way. This is going to be the Earth ally. Nearby allied heroes 50 physical armor against heroic basic attacks, reduce the damage taken by 50%. 487 health, and last 10 seconds, and Karazim, of course, can dash to it. Theoden is pulling the Shamblers. Yoshiro gets the channel, and that is first seed on the right-hand side. Karazim hit with a Living Bomb, able to back away here. Out from into the bush in case anyone was there, but ETC will be coming through afterwards. Power slide into Theoden. The Gravity Lapse misses because of the face melt. Living Bomb burns, but it does not take down the King. Smur with a few auto attacks into the Leoric, and he's going to continue into his Windwalk build. What's up, Bobby? Good to see you. Be sure to send me your address as soon as possible. Going tomorrow morning to the post office to get the first round of cards shipped out. So check the sheet if you have not sent me your address. If you need to send me your address, DM it to me on Discord or on Twitch. Discord is the best place to get a hold of me always. I do check Twitch DMs. Lovegold gets the channel. There was a kill onto the Muradin. First blood picked up by RossPierrDoll. Gets a wave here in mid. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. I'll work on it tonight, and then, as I said, I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow. Yoshiro's dead. And Containment Strike into the wall. Karazim now trying to back away. The Flame Strike going out. Storm Bolt from Muradin lands onto Leoric, but this cannon is still going to get picked up by RossPierrDoll. Theoden Dwarf tosses to safety, taps the well. Flame Strike from Kael'thas snipes. And a third kill is picked up by the members of RossPierrDoll, who were looking wobbly in map 1, and they have woken up here in this map number 2. 1 out of 3 seeds for both sides. We've got our numbers cycling here, and the bottom of your screen is 10 Tal Tears will be coming up at the top. working on the minions here, or sorry, the camp, as the rest of the team just push up onto this fort gate. Zeratul gets a cleave into the way of helping out Leoric clear that out. I didn't look at if Matt Avatar has Mule, so yeah, he does have Mule, okay. Drain comes through, a few autos onto Leoric, and he's really not too concerned about this. Oh, right. Zeratul cleaving into the wave, Flame Strike's coming through as well. Mount up. Heroics on the left side, Resurrection, Void Prison. You do have your Entomb, Phoenix, and ETC. Stage Dive or Mosh Pit? Alright, more camps to be grabbed all around the map. This Garden of Terror seems to be going on a good trajectory for RPD. ETC still holding 10. Blade Storm, 7-sided strike. Valkyrie, Ultimate Evolution, and Avatar for Muradin. I feel like it's going to be a stage dive game. A lot of interrupts potentially for Mosh Pit here. Tamed Strike, Stormbolt, Valkyrie. So this bottom siege continuing heavily. It is Mosh Pit though. Power Slide, no Mosh Pit. Teoden gets the Muradin activation, or the Avatar activation. Kael'thas pulled in with the Valkyrie. He'll activate his Arcane Barrier. Mosh Pit interrupted immediately. 7-second cooldown. Power Slide lands. Smurl comes through. Face smoke from ETC. Does he drop a Mosh Pit into this VP? He does drop it, and he lands on the Kharazim as well. Muradin tries to step up for a Stormbolt, and that is going to be a triple kill in the bottom lane. The Taven Strike picks up the last little bit of damage, and RossPierrDoll, they have so much momentum here in map number 2. What's up, Zach? How you doing today, bud? Bottom fort has gone down. Samuro trying to pull Shamblers with his mirror images, trying to get the channel here. It looks like he will be able to get it. 2 out of 3 seeds. As Leoric will not be there in time. The Toxic Nest does scout him out, but Eye Tracks will probably reset for full. Zeratul soaking in top. 13 to 11.5 in our levels, so talent tier advantage on the left side. And Ariel, by the way, did not go repeated offense. She went into the Righteous Assault with the Majestic Span, picking up the Blinding Flash at level 13. A rare level 13 pickup as well. ETC with his Face Melt. And Encore level 13. We do have Zeratul with his Mending Strikes, and Spectral Leash for the Leoric, so we'll see Mithril Mace at level 16, Pyromaniac for the Kael'thas. Usually we see Ignite at level 16 as well for him. Could be Fear of the Sunwell, but I doubt it. Valkyrie pulls in Kael'thas. Will be able to back away. Phoenix from him thrown in. Entomb from Leoric Fishes. Does not capture any enemies. Drain applied to the Cassia. Leoric looks to Wraith walk away. Zeratul, meanwhile, is pushing up a wave onto the top lane fort.
Collect the seed. And don't fret about the Shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
Bye-bye, Leoric.
Hero slain.
So, Leoric is taken down. Funny that the little resurrection glow on the minimap actually follows Leoric because of, resurrection level 10 from Ariel, so it's kind of funny. Looking for a drain to cheat a bit of death. Lobco going for the channel. Could summon the Garden Terror. Kharazim dashes over the wall to Tame Strike into said wall. Gravity Labs, Flame Strike will follow that up. Smurro getting a few auto attacks in. Lobco pops that Arcane Barrier. Big heal from the Ariel. Mosh Pit from ETC as Smurro does go down. That is going to be Muradin. The next one to be taken down. Entomb captures 2, and Kharazim can't get out. Tame Strike into the wall. Yashiro will fall first. Kharazim is going to be next after his 7-sided strike expires. And no Finland on that one, but it is Garden Terror summoned in favor of RPD. Anywhere from 10 to 22 seconds on these death timers. And it is a 2-level lead. RPD trying to get into a keep here. Zeratul pushing up mid. Top lane, Garden Terror is pushing up onto a fort. There's the Mule that's constantly being applied in that lane. Muradin clears out the overgrowth plant. Power slide from ETC. Flame Strike, Gravulapse, Avatar's there. Face Melt pushes him back. Encore level 13, giving some cooldown reduction on the heroic, but 16 has trickled in. Another power slide from ETC. Big face melt got like a 20-second cooldown on the heroic from like 45 down to 17 already. Yashiro so low. Leoric wants to step up. Flame strikes are going out. 7-sided strike. Leoric will be taken down. Samuro looking to step up. The Garden Terror slam. The minion wave. Is it enough to take down the keep in bottom? Absolutely. Top lane fort did go down. Zeratul still pushing in mid. Nice Garden Terror phase over to the side of RossPierrDoll. About a 10-minute bottom lane keep. And getting that taken down completely is massive because obviously Mule healing up for just under 4,000 HP is not something you wanna deal with. But still a level lead, talent tier advantage, 8 kill to the left-hand side of RossPierrDoll as Leoric will respawn and head to mid lane wave for the soak.
The seeds are mine. What a joyous night for a curse.
6 stacks on Reservoir of Hope. Just multiply the number by 55 is how you figure out how much more energy she can generate. Leoric finds the Entomb onto Kerosene, but he'll be able to dash down into a bottom lane wave. Unfortunately, Zeratul has the connection. Yeah, you gotta share that pain. Everyone dive into the circle, so it is going to be ETC and Zeratul, sorry, Kael'thas taking down the Kerosene there. Are they looking to push into core right here through bottom? I feel like they are.
Red team's core is under siege.
Not gonna be ending through bottom. All right, well, Mithril Mace 39, 32 regeneration goes for Kael'thas. Level 16 is here on the right side. They do have the Summer Transference with the Envenom Spines combination for the Samuro because he does also have the Merciless Strikes, which is going to proc off the Envenom Spines. See good synergy between the two of them. 16 is a big talent tier range for the members of DMW, but they are trailing by 9 kills. A 2-level scaling advantage on the left-hand side. And this is another seed, but basically RPD wants to try and deny any Garden Terrors to the enemy. So probably grab this here. It does seem like they want to play for this, though, on DMW side.
Do it now.
Ultimate Evolution, actually everything is off heroic, or all heroics are up cooldown right now. Autos here and there, slapping from Muradin. He's going to go ahead and try and channel. Spuro Sakuchi dives in onto Leoric, but he Wraith walks to the side immediately. Big skeletal swing coming through, just at the paralyzing rage level 4, and that's going to be a lot of damage into Muradin. He gets the Avatar, the BP goes on the right-hand side. Zeratul wants to go in for this as he lands. Actually, there's a Bosch, but only connecting on the one afterwards, but that still is Cassia falling. Muradin tries to back away on the left-hand side. Barlow is going to discover them. Detainment Strike. Zeratul will have the kill. Actually, Ariel steals it with a ray of searing. No, she doesn't. She doesn't even have searing light, and she tried to kill him with it. Oh, it was just an auto attack. Okay, I saw her literally hit the ray of heaven on Muradin, and I was like, wait a minute, we went into righteous assault, silly. Oh, it's almost 20 talents here on the left-hand side as we enter into about 14 minutes in game time. Next Garden Terror seed in the bottom right of the map. Zeratul pushing up bottom lane wave. And I wouldn't say RossPierrDoll is playing with their food, but it does feel like they are kind of inches from victory. Because they have a 2-level lead, 20 talent tier advantage. Shield of Hope, you've got Flamethrower, Buried Alive, you have the Shadow Mending on Zeratul, ETC holding level 20, Entomb Buried Alive on Samuro, Gravulapse follows that up, that's a, yeah. What? How in... What?
Gather that seed for me.
How on earth does he live right there? Jesus. Alright. Muradin being pinged over here. Dwarf tosses in. Stormbolt to delay once. Power slide from ETC. Leoric coming in with the Wraith Walk as well. The allies are coming through as Avatar will get activated. York getting a little bit low. Block totem down the ground from the Kerosene as well. More punches coming through. Living Bomb applied. This is going to be a VP. Mosh pit underneath that. Valkyrie interrupts it. But Kael'thas Living Bomb takes down the Kerosene. Smur on the left-hand side looking to get some last hits onto the Burden. Power slides through. The Evil is low, and Zeratul has his number. Flame Strike applied to Murden. He'll Dwarf Toss out, so he does have his armor, but this is looking like, with the members of RPD running into bottom, they want a 1-1 score in this best-of-5 series. Phoenix starting out from Kael'thas. Decent damage on the core. Death timers are long enough, and this is going to be ultimate evolution of the Murden. 2 Murdens to defend, but it will not be enough, as the core's already broken. Zeratul with no mana has enough auto attack damage. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a 1-1 score in this best-of-5 series. But can RossPierrDoll shut it down, or will we head to a 15th map today? Whew. Well, as I mentioned, we are 20 subs away from our goal. If you'd like to help us push up for that, wow, indeed, it has been pretty good so far. As we get ready for the next map, we're gonna find out what the players of the losing side want to do, and yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We could have minimum 2 more maps. Minimum 2 more maps, maximum 3 more maps. We'll find out what's going to happen. There's a 14 kill difference. The members of RossPierrDoll coming through dominant in this map number 2, Garden of Terror. We're going to find out what the players want to do. We're going to run those ads, and when the ads are over, we'll continue casting, bringing you all some games. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. There is a... Welcome back, everybody. We are right and rolling into Towers of Doom, map number 3 in this best-of-5 series. On the left-hand side, it's going to be RossPierrDoll. On the right, it's DMW. And there's a 1-1 score as we enter into Towers of Doom. First pick was prioritized from the losing side of DMW. Map choice will be coming out from RossPierrDoll. Kerrigan and Cho to be banned away. We do have what else to be removed. We do have 20 heroes unavailable because of the map 1 and 2 drafts, and then you have 18 from the tournament restrictions as well. So 38 heroes unavailable as we start out this draft. We get the Twitch prediction rolled out for you. What's up, ISO? Good to see you, bud. But yes, last reminder, if you have redeemed the Christmas card and not sent me your address, be sure to do that. And if you're unsure, be sure to check it on the Google Sheet. That is literally in chat. Because I have seen a few people today in chat who have still not sent me their address, and I am not going to chase after you. If you don't send it, you don't get it. It's just that simple. That's how we've done it for like 3 years. We're going to keep doing it that way. Thrall right side. Thrall right side. First pick for the side of DMW. What do the members of RossPierrDoll want to go for? They're going to get a Tracer out the gates with a Varian.
We will forge a great destiny.
Yeah, bud. What you doing, Bandit? Tracer Varian, so they could pick up some sort of mage and just burst it. Thrall and what, though? Like, what do they want to go into at the start? You want to go into, like, a dive or a little bit more control? Diva on a Thrall. No Cho'Gall, obviously, because it was banned away here on the right side. Mid-ban phase. Could just look at banning out maybe... I think a Nubarak is up and available. A Nubarak wouldn't be too bad of a ban here because he has some good poker on the objectives. Cocoon is a really nice way of shutting down the healer or locking someone down to then follow up with a big burst. But no, they'll get rid of the Jaina. They'll ban away Jaina Proudmoore. Interesting. Deathwing was not the pick. What? Deathwing? Huh? Stukov. What's up, Zen? How you doing today, bud? Tracer, Varian, Li Ming. That's some big burst. Are they going to consider... Well, they can't consider Stukov. I was actually just wondering. Tyranda's a nice follow-up, though. Like, Charge, Taunt, Lunar Flare, Huntress Mark. Big damage. Big damage. Thrall, Diva, Ana. Still need the main tank up against Tracer and Varian. They could consider a Mei if they want to get a blind here. A little bit of control with that Blizzard too. Maybe throw down the Blizzard whenever Varian charges into taunt. Might be able to stun him with that. This is a choice. This is a choice. As we do have a Gul'dan Imperious, Ana, Diva, Thrall. Last pick on the left, though. Zul's not bad for the double soak. I actually really like Zul on this map for double soak. His like, I wouldn't even say like passive siege, but his trait siege is really, really good. Just having the extra skeletal warriors to be able to push the lanes. But it'll be a Sonya. A solid draft on the left-hand side. Really decent draft. Big burst. It's pretty good on both sides, honestly. Very curious how things will unfold. The Imperious is a really interesting X factor. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Tea is done. Twitch Gamble's going. Ads are off. Birthday stream is on Tuesday, by the way, as we get into this left side. RossPierrDoll.
Heroes.
Ariane going to be playing your Tracer. Mac on the Varian. You got a Love Call. Li Ming. Barlow on the Tyrande. And Itrex playing your Sonya. Right side of the map is going to be DMW. They have got their Teoden Thrall, Yashiro on Diva. Sniper will be playing that Foolish Daniel, Serenity on the Ana, and the Evil is your Imperious. But most importantly, we got to find out, does Barlord land that first Sentinel to map? It is a Ranger. Ranger Tyrande.
Fight.
First Sentinel hits twice, double GG's. Force Armor Li Ming, Furious Blow Sonya. We do have your parting gift for the Tracer, Shield Wall Varian, Hailing Light for the Imperious. You do have your Maelstrom weapon on Thrall, Pursuit of Flame Gul'dan, Contact Healing, and that is your Full Metal on the Diva. Gul'dan stepping up for a couple of Fell Flames here and there. Corruption hits onto the enemies in the lane. Sonya's already headed into top lane up against the Diva, and Sonya clears going to be quite quick. Yeah, exactly. Sentinel once again thrown out. Let's see the trade on this wave really quickly. Or sorry, onto this camp really quickly. Is there's going to not be an invade. Okay, interesting. Tracer is going to dive onto Thrall in the bottom for a moment. Unable to sustain this. Pulse Bomb lands onto the Evil, who lands a Celestial Charge into the Tracer. And she is going to be recalling with like 2 HP, but she is able to back behind the gate from the heels of Tyrande. Nicely done. Sappers pushing in here. Gul'dan stepping up, more Fell Flames. 1, 2, 3 Sappers make it in, and Thrall working on Fort Gate. Able to take down one of the towers. Sidewall cleared away. We do have first objective in a minute 15. Sonya doing double soak of goodies. Invade onto this camp as well. Oh, Tracer has a little bit of pressure onto the Ana over here. Or, Corruption from Gul'dan thrown out. Lunar Flare going down into the ground. Magic missiles as well. Pulse bombing, Teoden. Celestial Charge finds 2. Tracer blinks to the side. Barlor is low. Arcane Orbs going out. Varian's so close to setting up a kill for his allies. He does have Taunt level 4. And no Lion's Maw level 1 went into his overpower. Flare connecting on to the Evil over here. I'm assuming Sonya Diva will trade objective in top and then big contest over the bottom objective area. Corruption again from Gul'dan. Celestial Charge misses on to Tracer, anticipating her recall location, but is a little further up in the lane.
Go forth and claim the altars in my name. The
Sentinel? Hold on, Sentinel.
demands it.
Hits in time for a small delay. Gul'dan is getting the channel down over here, though. So, 4 to 8. Shots leading in favor of DMW. 32 to 36 in core HP. Tracer stepping up here. Sustained damage onto the Imperious Pulse Bomb, goes onto the ground, missing the enemy hero. Celestial Charge missing as well. Gul'dan Pursuit of Flame is done. Loon's Chosen applied to the Variant. His taunt is up in 5 seconds. Funk. 7 talent on both sides. Nuclear option for your Diva at level 4, by the way. Varian stepping up into the Imperious. He gets hit with a Lunar Flare. Sonya spears onto the Ana over here. Ana gets deleted by Li Ming, who gets a reset. Diva Mech Explosion available if she wants to pop that. Tracer left hand side working on Thrall. Party Gift comes out. Tracer 31 HP, but Thrall's the one to be taken down. Mech Explosion was utilized. Varian taunting onto the Gul'dan. Celestial Charge lands back into Muradin. He gets an overpower, but I don't know if the heals are going to be enough from Barlor. And it is a 2 for 2 overall in our kills, as Ana's now respawning. Full body grenade for Ana, 1, 4, and 7. The big thing to mention that I always like to bring up here is the anti-healer level 7. There's a 2.5 second healing debuff. Baseline 1.75. This adds another 0.75 to it. We also have an area of effect increased by 25%. This is a single objective. We could see a 32-32 core HP game. Variant's Lion Fang being thrown out. 5 minutes in game. That laugh means the boss is up. We do have taunt onto the onto the Imperious. Level 10 slowly coming in. We're going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers for you all as we... Whoa, little camera jump, sorry. Sleep Dart goes fishing. No hit on the Tracer. Root does land from the Thrall. He's got a couple stacks on that level 4. No, it was reset when he died earlier. Full 5v5. Sapper Camp has 1 unit left. That'll be cleared away from Gul'dan. Fell Flames into the minion wave. Still trying to go for the channel. Varian charge. Taunt into the Thrall. Celestial Charge comes through as well. Sonya trying to back away. She has the Loon's Chosen applied to her. That little moon from Tyrande. Tracer Pulse Bomb is fully charged. Level 10 activation on either of this stuff as Pulse Bomb goes on a Theoden. Parting Gift afterwards. Arcane Orb sidestepped by the Thrall. Does have Wind Fury activated. Sonya goes to tap well. Looks like she was about 50% HP. We'll be able to let that tick over for a few moments here. Diva Mech Explosion's available. She's going to pop that. Celestial Charge misses. Lunar Flare as well. But meanwhile, Ana's going for the channel. Varian's going to charge taunt into Thrall. Sorry, into this Gul'dan. Thrall was stepping up. The Evil Imperious is very low. Ana's starting to dwindle on her mana. Pulse Bomb misses onto Diva Mech. The Spear. Diva Mech is going to be lost, which gives a reset over to Li Ming. The big shot comes out from Diva. Itrex will be saved by a taunt from Varian. Drain from Gul'dan continuing as his Spell Flames land onto the enemies. 2 out of the 6 stacks for the Thrall onto level 4 as Itrex goes for this channel. And as I said, we could be looking at a 32-32 game. It's looking like that'll be the case.
Done well, heroes. Let the grave my power.
Let's see. Sapper, 25 left, 18 on the right. Sonya goes back into her double soak up against the Diva, and you can hear that little noise in the background. That was Diva getting her mech back. Wrath of Angiris, Bunny Hop. We have your Nano Boost, Sundering, and Horrify from Gul'dan. Leap Sonya, Wave of Force, Shadow Stalk, Sticky Bomb, and Warbringer for the Varian. So we'll see if he goes into Juggernaut level 13, if he's going to go into Healing Debuff. I don't think it'll be Shattering Throw. Sapper's Sabers on the right grabbed. Tyrande working on left side with some friends around. Varian anchoring in the bush for the allies. Sonya in top lane. I think she's just getting harassed by the D.Va in the rotation, but I mean, Sonya had a lane pushed up, or wave pushed up onto the gate. Bit of value from that one. Lane wave, I think, was grabbed by DMW, but that does open up an opportunity for RossPierrDoll to clear out the bottom lane wave. Magic Missiles fire in. That is another sapper taken down as well. More Fell Flames thrown in from Gul'dan, and that'll clear out the enemy sappers. Chain Lightning from Thrall bouncing around. This level 7 is going to be that elemental assault. Lunar Flare interrupts a Celestial Charge and Sundering the Horrify from Gul'dan. The Wrath of Majirs abducts the Li Ming. She's dead on arrival. D.Va boosting in. Tracer trying to back away, and Tyrande, she did. Sleep Dart finds the Tracer. Corruption. And a 6th kill picked up by the members of DMW. Quadra comes through, and they may be going for it. No, there's no way that Evil gets this in time. So it should just be 8 shots into the enemy core on the left-hand side. D.Va, I don't think, will be interrupted. If Thrall, Sonya leaps in. But a grenade goes out. That does create a little bit of space for the allies to respawn, rotate. D.Va loses Meg. Wave of Force doesn't get the push that Li Ming was hoping for, but I think this actually is not going to be an 8 shot. It's just going to be traded 28 to 28.
Doomed to the Gravekeeper.
That Sonya leap was smart. Tracer almost takes down Yashiro on top lane. Parting gift! Oh, so close. Level 13 on the right side. About a level lead between these two teams. Talon's advantage on the right side as well. Bottom lane fort is going to go down. No 12-minute marked in-game time, so these are still fort values. We should have another objective phase, and then we'll probably get the upgrades. Celestial Charge misses. Double objective coming up. Sundering from Thrall. Wrath of Majirs pulls the Tracer. Horrify from Gul'dan afterwards, and Tracer gets deleted. Mac trying to back away right now. Celestial Charge lands onto the Varian, and Mac is also going to be taken down. Big damage in. Thrall with his first milestone on that level 1. 27 of the total 100 available. The second milestone for even more damage is going to be at the 40 mark. The 13 comes through on the left-hand side for RossPierrDoll. It is going to be a Harsh Moonlight for the Tyrande. We do have Mortal Strike for the Varian, 40% healing debuff for 4 seconds. Li Ming does have her Illusionist. You got No Escape Sonya and Jumper for the Tracer. The Sappers be fed in through bottom. 6 coming in through this bottom lane wave. A 2-level lead has formed. A 5-kill advantage. 13, almost 14 to almost 16. Let's call it that way. Sappers, 1, 2, over the wall. Third is... I don't think it's going to make it over. So 2 make it over. D.Va Mecha Explosion. Hits onto nobody. 3 Sappers pushing up here. Sonya.
Disappoint me.
She's going to look to delay this out. Gul'dan should get bottom. Sonya has leap available. Sonya misses the leap. The Sentinel actually forces this D.Va to the side. She'll get a big shot, then get her mecha... Her mech re-summoned. Gul'dan got bottom. There is still 3 sap, but there's still 1 sapper pushing that bottom. But either way, we're back in the objective fight. 21 to 28. That's a sleep dart going out. Horrify on the Tracer as well. She gets deleted by the Ana. We have D.Va mech being lost. That gives a reset to Li Ming. But Mac is now trying to back away. The Lunar Flare connecting onto 2. The Arcane Orb misses. And Sniper Gul'dan gets the channel. 10 shots in total of oh, good interrupt from the Sentinel. Alright, in 12 seconds, we'll see the center teleport opening up, as well as structures upgrading into keep values. You can see the values upgrading here in 1 second. Oh, right, no, it's 30 seconds after the objective, that's right. 30 seconds or 12 minutes in game time, so we'll see it maybe in another, like, 2 seconds here. It should be upgraded.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battleground center.
Boss being grabbed here on the top left. Sorry, top center.
What? I mean, I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Yeah, so it's 12 minutes in game time. Unless there is like an active objective, then it's 30 seconds after the objective is channeled. And also, you can have the upgrade happen while the objective is spawning. So let's say the objective is announced at, you know, you get the countdown timer 30 seconds. Let's say it's announced at 11:59. At the 12-minute mark, you will get the upgrades in the center teleport opening up. You also have these pips that correlate to who owns what lane. So you can see bottom left is in control of DMW, so you can see the pip in top, mid, bottom, and bottom left. Triple altar phase coming up. If all three are picked up by the side of DMW, they will be able to take this map number 3. And they'll be one map away from knocking RossPierrDoll out of this tournament. But it is Towers of Doom, 16 Talonteers here, Mirror Ball, Li Ming, Banner of Dalaran. You do have the Celestial Attunement, you got the Giant Slammer. And Tracer's going to be going heavy-handed for armor debuff. Big thing to mention for the Gul'dan, though, is he has that rampant Hellfire.
The time is now.
Right, so Sonya Diva should trade top left and right. Max setting up the bush over here. Finds the Ana, but his allies are so far away. Shadowstalk activated. 4 or 5 from Gul'dan. Doesn't connect on anyone. Sundering from Thrall misses as well. Sonya Diva trading. 10 to 21 core HP. And this bunny hop from Diva. A lot of damage into the Tyrande. She will fall. Healer for healer, but Tracer goes down. Fell Flames from Gul'dan chunking. Hytrack's gonna look to make something happen here. Sniper getting taunted, but as that is going to be 5 shots going in. 2 HP will remain on the side of RossPierrDoll's. Lobcall will not be taken down. Boss up in 3:10. Sapper Camp's nowhere near coming through. So Gul'dan pushes up a wave. Diva has... There's still a lot of siege in top lane, so... They can get mid lane fort, though. Or sorry, mid lane keep. Diva has top lane pushing up. I wonder if someone's gonna head to bottom and maybe someone also, like the rest of the team heads to bottom and then maybe someone helps Diva. They're going to control bottom lane. 2 HP remains. The next objective is in the center of the map, and the rotation in is pretty telegraphed from the enemy. They basically have to come through this corridor here. They can't really come through the top. I guess they could come in from this. That's a good leap in from Sonya. Taunt to follow it up. Varian and friends will take down the Diva mech. Wrath of Angiris. Itrax is low. Will be taken down. Tracer trying to get some big sticky bomb value, but she gets deleted by Gul'dan. The damage over time onto this Tyrande is good. Active reload, nano boosted. Gul'dan as Thrall wants to chase in. Feral Spirit is missed. Diva Pilot is lost, but Varian will go down. And Deja Vu, I have been here before. I don't know why we're typing Deep Dive Extreme, but okay. This looks like GG's. This looks like it is a checkmate situation. Li Ming would have to make the biggest YouTube play of ever. And bonk. And bonk bonk. GG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be map number 3 over the side of DMW in this best of 5 series. And they are 1 map away from knocking RossPierrDoll out of this tournament. RossPierrDoll is 1 map away from taking us to a map number 5. So we'd have max games today. Woo-wee! What a game. What a day of games. But as we get ready for what could be the final map of the day, as I've said, we are 20 subs away. If you would like to help us hit that sub goal, it is super duper appreciated. Support the channel, support Heroes Casting, support the full-time streaming, and as I said, if you're enjoying yourself here, if you're like, man, this is a good place to hang out, I do love Bandit, I'm already subbed, you can give subs, and that also helps us out as well, so do consider it. I know I've been hounding on it, but just want to, you know, try and hit that goal today if we can. Otherwise, it's a bummer if we don't. But let's go ahead and roll out, as I said, what could be the final block of ads today. Let's pay out the people, and we'll see what ends up happening for map number 4. Literally, woof! Speed running that lobby. I thought I had time to get water. Alrighty. Well, the ads will time out perfectly with this, and let me write up the prediction, and then I will put my beautiful face on the screen. We are heading into Infernal Shrines. The players are on the correct sides. Gamble go, and hello everybody. Alright, as I said, we could be entering into the final map of the day. Infernal Shrines. This will be the map choice coming out from RossPierrDoll, giving first pick over to the members of DMW. We have an Alex Straza and a Kerrigan banned away by RossPierrDoll. Cho and Stitches banned away by DMW. A Nubarak first picked. Uther Mephisto on the left-hand side for RossPierrDoll. And what does this Anubarak bring to the table for Infernal Shrines? Or what assists him on Infernal Shrines? A better way to phrase that one right there. Orphea coming in with Azul as well. Dude, what if they run Zul in the 4-man? That would actually be really good. But that would mean that you're gonna end up with like a hyper carry Orphea. I know, bud. You've been staring at me with big eyes today. I know. It's a long day. You're doing such a good job, Bandit. I'm so proud of you. I love you, bud. Alright, so, as I said, final gamble, could be the final gamble of the day. Morales will be banned out. Healer pool starting to get real thin. Lily is up, though. You know, Lily is up if the DMW want to go for that Lily. What is last ban, or next ban on this right side? Mephisto with Uther. Stitches was banned already. Has Diablo been played in the series? I honestly don't remember. I think he was played in map 1. Mal'Ganis will be removed. I feel like this is a main tank Uther on the left-hand side, and they're going to pick up a secondary healer, or they actually go into a support like Zarya. Zarya would be pretty decent here in the 4-man. I think you draft out your 4-man, and then... No, I think you draft a solo laner, some sort of sustained damage dealer, and then you can flex your last pick and seeing what the enemy team wants to go into. They're gonna go for Stukov Lily with Uther. They're just taking away the healers here. What is even left, dude? Deckard, I think, was played already. Was he? Is Deckard up? I'm not sure if Deckard was played yet. If Deckard's up, they should just go for that. That'd be absolutely insane. They're skipping... What? What? DMW are gonna skip a healer. Are we doing 4 healers and a Mephisto? That is true. That is true, Stark. That is true. Tank Uther, healer Stukov, DPS Lila. That actually is very true. No, they pick up a solo laner here, right? What a draft for map 4. Well, get your gambles in. As I said, could be the final map, or we legitimately could get max games today. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if RossPierrDoll can take us to a map number 5 and destroy my mentalies. I guess there's no healers left. I think you're right. I mean, they could have gone Zarya, though. She's not really a healer, but I mean, it's something. Ding Tannis? I could see a Ding Tannis here. I do like the Artanis, though, for the blind into, like, Zul'jin. Alright, this feels like a very ARAM draft. You know, you got 3 healers versus no healers. This is gonna be interesting. This is a wild map number 4. And you know what's funny is if RossPierrDoll wins this, we're gonna go to a map 5, and I don't think there's any healers in the pool left. That is gonna be crazy. Let's get into it, everybody. RossPierrDoll, it is going to be Arion playing that Mephisto, Barler on the Stukov. We've got an Itrax Artanis, Lovecall Lily, and Mac on Uther.
The battle begins.
Right side, it is going to be DMW, 1 map away from knocking RPD out of the tournament and continuing into the lower bracket next weekend. We have Theoden, Zul, Sniper on the Zul'jin, Yashiro is playing your Orphea, Sereni on the Anubarak, and last but not least, Nazebo to be played by the Evil. Artanis' Dings! Protector of Fire level 1. Stukov with reactive, I am blanking on it. Not reactive bios. What is the name of it? Reactive ballista spores. Thank you. I had the first word, could not remember the second. Reactive Ballista Spores for the Stukov. Uther takes down Orphe at the start here. First blood picked up by the members of RossPierrDoll. Silver Touch, Furious Spark, Reactive Ballista Spores, Protector of Ire, and Serpent Sidekick. Ancestral Strength for the Orphea, Recklessness Zul Jin, Zebo with the Spoiters, with the Widowmakers. You have Spell Armor upgrade with Nerubian Armor for Nubrak, and Zul goes into the Shade. Damage onto this Artanis, but he's not going to be taken down. Healing Pathogen comes out, and Zul Jin goes down. Blaze Prism misses onto Theoden. The Zombie Wall, the Bone Prison lands onto one of the enemies there. First Punisher, Arcane in the top lane. This is a very fun map number 4. Solo lane Lily, huh? Solo lane Lily up against Azul. That feels a little bad. She'll have the assistance of tower shots. A Nubrak goes down, a third kill over the left-hand side of RossPierrDoll, as we do have a nice level 4 pickup for Stukov in the biotic armor. Of auto attack damage on the right side, so like that pickup. Lily actually going to pick up the Surging Winds. Blinding Wind targets 2 or more heroes. Its cooldown is instantly reduced by 2 seconds, and Lily gains 10 spell power for 10 seconds. Uther will pick up the Holy Fire at level 4. Not like crazy to pick that up. It's just not a super common level 4 pickup for Uther players. I'd say this is probably the first time I've seen Holy Fire in the playoffs and possibly this entire tournament. Orphea will go down to Uther. I apologize. I'm trying to watch everything, and I'm missing whenever there's apparently a team fight. A 4th kill over to the side of RossPierrDoll, who are, I mean, with 3 healers, nigh unkillable. Well, technically 2 in this situation, but Stukov Lurking Arm goes down. Lily, Artanis go to check the right side camp. It is not being worked on. I don't know, my gut is telling me that RossPierrDoll wins this, but I just don't know. Phase Prism, Bone Lockdown. Bone Prison. I don't know why my brain blinked on that one. I said it a million times today. I think I was still stuck on Prism from the Artanis, but he will be starting out this objective with the help of Uther. Do you have that Phase Prism 4 and 7 for the Artanis, as Barlor is getting dove on a bottom. The members of DMW finally find their first kill. Did Zul Jin die yet? He did die, so he did possibly lose 15 or 3 stacks. So while the Artanis is getting top lane, the enemy team is just going to run it down bottom. Sniper getting chunked right now. Goes to use Rejuvenation, and it is immediately canceled since they were taking sustained damage. Melee a little bit low. Skull Missiles coming out as well. Bone Prison on to that Mephisto. They're going to try to take him down. The good to go from Lily will be activated. Actually, that is not good to go from Lily. That was the Hand of Protection from Uther. Lily going into Mass Vortex at level 7. Zebo full Spider build. Troggle's Essence level 7. I kind of wish that the Zul did go into his Wall of Bones level 7, but they believe that this will be enough to heal and sustain. So Punisher gets not even Fort Gate here. Not even the center gate was taken down. Not even. 149 HP on that gate. Meanwhile, the enemy team, which has a lot more damage, a lot more siege potential, lacking a lot of healing, is going to answer back, and they will get a small amount of damage there. They won't be able to take anything down. Phase Prism thrown out from the Artanis after the Blade Dash. Unable to get a swap. Orphea has like no mana here, so Yushiro might need to go reset it, especially after getting chunked by 50%. Yeah, there's going to be the Hearth out. Next Punisher frozen in the mid lane. I think we're still like 2 minutes away from the announcement. As this is bottom lane wave cleared out. The bottom lane for low. 4-1 in kills. 10 talent here coming up soon. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. As a Bone Prison lands onto the Artanis, he's going to cleanse that with a Phase Prison. We do have Theoden really low. Zool does go down. That puts the 10 talent tier on the left-hand side. Heroics are here with... Are you serious? We have the Consume Soul. It is going to be... That's Jugs, isn't it? Or no, is that Water Dragon? I honestly don't know the icon. I think that's actually Water Dragon. Suppression Pulse and Divine Shield. I was wondering if Uther would consider Divine Storm here. Heroic-wise on the right is here as well. Zool, Jin, Tostingo, Gargantuan, Cocoon, Orphea, and Zool. I'm not sure what they want to go into just yet. Eternal Feast. Cocoon onto the Mephisto. Retreat pings are being called. Massive shove pushes Zul'jin away. Spiders go in, and Zul'jin will be just using Rejuvenation here. Zul in the mid lane, able to back away. He's done with Jailer's level 4. Okay. I can't believe RossPierrDoll just picked up all the healers. I love it. But there's like a thought to this. It's not like they were just taking the healers just to either be dicks or, you know, remove them from the enemy team's potential. It's just actually there's some pretty good value coming out from them. We'll see if it all works out. But yeah, that's gonna be the Consumed Soul for Mephisto at level 10. A rare level 10 pickup. That is Water Dragon from the Lilies. You see in this bottom lane, Consumed Soul will be activated. Divine Shield applied to the Lily as Orphea is taken down by Mephisto's Heroic. As I said, 2-minute cooldown, rare pickup, but you know what? Looks like that'll be a nice addition. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Stukov gets a massive shove on Nazebo. Zool has Skeletal Mages, but he needs to back off. 6-2 in kills, favoring the members of RossPierrDoll, as they want that map 5. Whew. I am hungry. Stun lands, a Nubrak burrows to the side. Second objective here, that Frozen Punisher. Nazebo's in bottom lane. Does he summon Gargantuan? He's got a zombie wall, he's got Gargantuan. He's gonna try and take down Fort. Zool soaking the lane. It looks like the members of DMW, they know they're not going to win this objective, so they just go ahead and siege in other lanes. Zebo Gargantuan should have enough. There should be a slam. And Zombie Wall captures this Artanis. Can Zool get a Bone Prison afterwards to take him down? Lily comes through. Water Dragon onto Zool. Spiders go off from the Zebo. Theoden falls. There was a chance to take down Artanis, but Lily rotate. Not going to allow that to happen. Bottom fort has gone down. Punisher in mid lane. Zul'jin pulls the Punisher in with the Arcanite, or the Twin Cleave. Avoids the root from those Frost Novas. A lot more damage in from this Punisher. Cocoon onto Mephisto right now. Fort gate low. Artanis comes in with the Blade Dash. The Eternal Feast from Orphea activated. We do have Divine Shield on the Mephisto. Decent damage out from the Zul'jin onto Itrax. That is Punisher taken down. Gate will fall. Sniper almost picked off. 20 stacks in your Zul'jin. He's probably going to heart that full. Would have been dropped down to 17 there as Nazebo, 70 baseline stacks. Does have the Ice Block level 13. There's going to be Echoes of Death. We'll probably see Decrepify and Mortal Wound. Nazebo summoning the same sort of combo. Consume Soul from Mephisto utilized here. And it takes down the Orphea. I couldn't find who was the low target fast enough. And Gargantuan will be left to get some damage. There's going to be a Burrow Charge into the Artanis. Uther is here. Water Dragon from the Lily into Theoden. Pops that level 1 talent, but it's not going to be enough to save. Just saying, Wall of Bones would give you spell armor as well, so there is that. Just saying, but it's 9-2 in kills. RossPierrDoll, dude. They want this map 5. And I think chat's gonna get what they want here. 15 games on this Sunday afternoon. Alright, 134 stacks for your Artanis. We get 16 talents here on the left side. The experience cap is a bit bigger now from these kills. You can actually take a look here and see where the experience mostly is coming from. Is, yeah, heroic kills, a bit from minions, a bit more from mercenaries, and so that is going to be about an 8k difference. Oh, good attempt. Theoden's able to back away from the Water Dragon. 45-second cooldown currently. Lily, by the way, with the pick-me-up at level 16. Super Strain for the Stukov. Zebo trying to siege into top lane once again. He may be dead here. I don't see how he gets out of this alive. The irony was spraying a 03 in a map 4. Zebo is going to Ice Block. He'll be taken down by Lily. Suppression Pulse in the mid lane. Zul'jin trying to back off. He does have Tostingo, does not push the button, which I am very surprised by. Mortar Punish should be in the bottom lane. I don't know when the last one went down, but we gotta be getting close to the next announcement. It's an 8-kill difference. There's going to be a Cocoon onto Lily. Zul'jin with the Ensnare. Stukov taking a lot of damage. Tostingo is going to be activated, but Zul'jin is not getting much value. He'll drop back down to 20 stacks. Lily Water Dragon lands on the Theoden. Blinding Wind coming through. Zul trying to use the fort to defend, but there's a minion wave that's currently tanking all these tower shots. If only there was a way for towers to defend their allied heroes underneath them. That's so crazy. So, 16 does get picked up. We do have your Spider Colony. You've got your Wrong Place, Wrong Time, Dead Magic, Epic Enter. Zul probably Decrepify. But I feel like DMW needs a miracle in this game for them to really win this. It feels like the draft is just not working out. Zul's still holding 16. Zebo at 88 stacks. Might see the Humonganoid, I believe, is the upgrade at level 20 for Nazebo, because he is quite far away from his stackage. The Rotarch Maneuver Glass and back away. The third Punisher of the game does go over to the members of RossPierrDoll. Punisher jumps onto the gate. Mephisto jumping in as well with a Lightning Nova and such. He will use Consume Soul, which is going to get some damage, but not take anyone down. Nazebo on the top lane was slowed by that, and I think that allowed the Lily to back off. Suppression Pulse comes out. The Artanis and Zul'jin do go down to the bottom lane. Zul'jin dropped down to 19 stacks as we do have Itrax in the top lane. Blade Dash, he'll be taken down by the Zul. Lily going to be chased in as well. Bone Prison onto Lily. They should get the kill here. Spider's going out. Lily's got those fast feet. Can she get out of here in time? Absolutely. She does not go down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the fort was felled. And Keepgate is taking a bit of damage from this Mortar Punisher.
Blue team's Punisher has fallen.
Alright. Level 20 almost here on the left side. It is a, let's call it a 2-level lead. Lots of retreat pings out of mid. Backing off to play safely. Twin Cleave used to get vision of the scam. Zul'jin's died, what, 3 times? Yeah, so he's lost a total of 45 stacks. Or 9, however you want to look at it. Alright, at least mid lane still has the fort available with 20 talent here. Bulwark of Light. You do have your Mimic for Mephisto. Level 20 is going to be that Bio Explosion switch. As a new wreck looks to back away, we do have the Water Dragon from Lily. She goes into the level 20 upgrade. Tostingo from Zul'jin will be popped here. Yashiro getting so very low is unable to back away, and Zul'jin will be taken down by a single auto attack. What? Someone will get that last auto attack. But yeah, it is going to be the double dragon for Lily, and you have the plasma burn. Mid-fort went down. I can't believe it, everybody. I can't believe it, everybody. We're going to a map 5 in the final series of the day. It just feels like this siege is inevitable. Mephisto stepping up. They're like, dude, let's just go win the game so we can get into map 5 draft. It really does feel like that. 15 minutes, 40 seconds in. Blade dash from Zool. Lens out from the Uther with the hand of protection. We do have the double dragon coming out from Lili. We do have a Cocoon onto this Mephisto. He'll be broken out. Burrow charge to the side. Orpheus, Zool do go down. Force shielding is still available. Lead dash misses with the phase prism. My assumption is there will not be a healer in map number 5. I can only assume that Morales, the last healer in the pool, is going to be banned away. I don't see her getting into map 5. But ladies and gentlemen, Ambitious Alarax, Zealous Zools, Ultimate Uthers, Laughing Lilies. We're going to be getting into a map number 5. Today, on this December 14th, on December 14th of this year, 2025, we have got 3 best of 5s going to a map number 5. 15 total maps today. We are going to run the final block of ads. We're going to show you the talents. I'm going to pay out the people. I'm going to start an early gamble for this one. And as I said, we are 20 subs away. If you have sat there and been like, man, Bahamut, I can't believe you've been casting for 7 hours and 30 minutes and you're not complaining about being tired or anything. I'm not, because I love this game. I love what I get to do, and your support allows us to do that. So do consider helping us hit that sub goal so we can sustain bringing you casting commentary and all that good stuff. We're 21 subs away. Please do... Yeah, 21 subs. I did the math right, and then I doubted myself. But thanks for hanging out. Let's get into the final map of the day. The final ads are coming your way. Holy crap, what a great series this is. Welcome in, everybody. This is our 3rd best of 5 of the day. We're going to a map number 5. It has been 7 hours and 34 minutes of casting. We're going to have a nice chunky 8-hour day. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me. First pick goes over to RossPierrDoll because the members of DMW opted in for map pick priority. So, Tomb of Spider Queen chosen by DMW, the losing side. First pick going over the side of RossPierrDoll. And we are going to see, what is our bans here? Kerrigan removed. Now, as a reminder, we've had 40 heroes played, so that means 40 heroes are banned away, plus the 18 restricted heroes. So we have 58 heroes, right? 4 plus 10 is 50, and then another 8, and yes. So 58 heroes are unavailable, and I think I misspoke last game. I said 62 after the draft phase, but no, it's going to be 62 unavailable from the hero pool. So Kerrigan Stitches, both teams, are they leaving a healer option available? Are we getting some gentleman's agreement sort of thing? Asmodan removed. Oh, what do we got here? By the way, in Europe, it's almost midnight, so I definitely understand some of these players getting real tired here. Do we see a healer ban, or are they gonna let it through? Tyke is banned. Okay. So probably first pick healer. I would assume it's probably first pick healer, whatever's available. There's the Alex Straza. So this should probably be Morales on the side of DMW. By the way, DMW does like to run Juice Pirates, just saying. DMW does like to run their Juice Pirates, but I don't think you're going to run Juice Pirates in map 5.
Chaos comes.
I honestly wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. And that's flabbergasting for my own self. The fact that I completely missed that. Cho'Gall, first pick on the side of DMW. Alex Straza left side. Stitches was banned away. Whew. Mal'Ganis, Malthael. Okay. I honestly couldn't remember if Malthael was still in the draft available, so good for them. They get the Malthael. Mal'Ganis, main tank as well. Maybe a dark conversion game? Might be a nice way to like just steal the Cho'Gall health pool potentially, and then try and body him with like a last rites. Probius removed. Does Morales get banned here? Yep.
Esports meta hype.
Milo Mindbend, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 18 months. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you, bud. Thank you for the support in the channel. So, what are they going to pair him with as Cho'Gall? They could go Zarya just to get some shielding. Raynor, Zagara, Cho, and Gall. What if they just run it down? Alex, Straza, Mal'Ganis, Malthael. Trying to think what's like. Lunara has decent sustained damage. I don't really think they want to do that though.
From order comes justice.
Tassadar is really nice here. You get some good wave clear. Phoenix exists, but his Phoenix sustained damage is really nice. That's the big thing. I honestly don't know if Phoenix has any percent-based damage in his kit. I don't think he does. I know Tassadar does have level 16 Thermal Lance. That's going to be a big one at the Cho'Gall. Last pick on the right side, are they going to go for a Zarya just to get some sort of, like, damage mitigation in a sense? No. Alright, well, chat, get your gambles in. It's the final gamble of the day. It is the final map of the day. It is map 5 in the third best of 5. Map 15 in total today. Let's make this a nice, hearty, large gamble. Twitch, the predictions going, and let's find out what happens in Tomb of Spider Queen. Well, what a day, everybody. What a day. I'm so exhausted, but this has been so much fun. I hope you're all having a great time with me, but yeah. Twitch Gamble still going for the next 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Final gamble of the day, final map of the day. Loser is out of the tournament. Winner goes on into the lower bracket semifinal next weekend. Right side of the map is DMW with your Theoden and the Evil on Cho and Gull. Yashiro is your Raynor. Sniper on the Kildazad, and Sereny playing Zagara. Infest Zagara, by the way, as it is negative 25 current siege damage.
10 seconds.
Left side of the map is going to be RossPierrDoll. We've got eye tracks on your Malthael, Tassadar played by Lovecall, Aryan on your Phoenix, Mac on Mal'Ganis, and Alex Straza played by Barlor. So we have the Circle of Life for the Alex Straza. Going to be looking at your static charge for the Tassadar. Mal'Ganis with Wing Guard at level 1. It is going to be your mobile offense for Phoenix, and Fear the Reaper for Malthael. Cho with Callous Hide, Infest Zagara. Raynor with Veteran Marksman. Okay, he's probably going to go Behemoth Armor level 4. They both rock off the same trigger, and so it might be a good way to just have a little more HP on that Raynor, as we have no healers. Probably Phylactery for Kildazad, because you get some, once you have the 12 regeneration globes, you have some sustainability from that. Like Hydralisk Transfusion level 13 is good for Zagara for some sustainability. Cho'Gall has baseline healing. Raynor has a baseline healing as well off his E. So they're you know, it's not like they don't have abilities to heal, but you know, there's opportunities for healing is I guess the way that I should phrase that. Zod picking up his second Master of the Cold Dark stack. Oh, and we also have the Plague Lands for Kildazad, so once you're at the 30 Blight, you increase the radius of death and decay by 30%. And you also, passively, you just increase the death and decay duration by 1, which is good for Web Weaver clear, a little bit of siege damage as well. Mid lane camps are going to be traded right now. Bellclaw's coming out from Mal'Ganis, a little Night Rush as well. A few auto attacks poking onto the enemies here. Chain's going out, landing into a Frost Nova as well. I don't know, usually if I see Veteran Marksman 1, it's typically Behemoth Armor 4. But speaking of level 4s, we've got a little bit faster on the left-hand side. Alex Straza already on 6 globes on the Circle of Life for her Abundance. Big siege into the bottom lane, Key Gate. Malthael's working on the Siege Giants below. Tassadar coming in, looking for more Shock Ray stackage. Lands it onto the Zagara. She'll be slowed down by a Force Wall Electric Fence And Zagara goes down. First blood picked up by the members of RossPierrDoll. And this Behemoth armor for the Rainer, of course. And Venom Spines for your Zagara. You've got your Seared Flesh, your Rising Dreg. Armor of the Archlich for your Kel'Thuzad. Ganis with a few Fell Claws. That's going to be a nice force wall blocking. Cho'Gall from backing away, but the Night Rush is not going to be enough to lock him down. We do have another Shock Ray out from Tassadar, picking up his 25th stack of 200 for the Static Charge. Yeah, Static Charge. Still 5 minutes on the gamble. Zagara dumps in some Banelings into the face of that Phoenix, and he'll have to warp away really quickly. Ganis getting another globe for Alex Strauss in this bottom lane as Malfurion was soaking in top, Phoenix chilling in mid. Shielding will come back, and a little healing up from Alex Strauss into him. Fell Claws from Malganis fine. The Cho'Gall, there's a little shove from the Gall. Back way around that electric fence. 8 stacks on the Behemoth armor, 12 on the veteran marksman. Phoenix. I thought that I saw a warp into the Zagara top lane. And Venom Spine is going to be activated onto Itrax. You also have that Hunter Killer or Hydralisk chasing onto them as well. But the Malfurion will be able to back off behind the gate. Shockray going out. Cho'Gall taking a bit of damage. Night Rush out from Malganis as well. Damage onto Malganis and the Tassadar. They both are going to be taken down. Rainer gets the last hit onto Tassadar, and the Dread Orb hitting. Yeah, Dread Orb was hitting onto Malganis over the wall. Nicely done. Zagara pushes in bottom lane. Infest and Inspiration on the wave. Phoenix blinks in. Laser Cutter activated. Oh, no, I don't think the whole hero's bad. I've never said that. I've always said that I don't like his heroics, and I think his base kit is okay. That is it. I've said on multiple occasions that his base kit's fine. I just think his heroics are just weak as hell and useless. Phoenix can literally run people down. His sustained damage and chase is fine. Speed, sustained damage and chase. He's going to warp to the left-hand side. He will not die to the Hunter Killer that was summoned. Cho'Gall on top lane is going to work on this fort gate as well. Little wave clear through mid has already happened. Shockray out. Clears out Webweaver. And Phoenix in bottom lane is going to be needing to back away. Rainer with some good sustained damage here. Death wave from this Webweaver pushes out. Rainer stepping up a little bit. And it looks like he'll start backing away even... Oh, no. I'm surprised he didn't stick around. The Cho'Gall was rotating in. They have a pretty healthy minion wave here. They will confirm the fort. Night Rush from Malganis goes out onto Zagara. And that is a lot of damage. Oh, they get the Shadow Flare. Rainer does go down, so he loses the veteran marksman stack. We'll lose the 15% there. Shock Race from Tassadar going out. Night Rush from Malganis. They're going to try and chase in. No level 10 just yet. Malfurion wants to stick around because he can last pick. He can pick the last right side. He can throw it on Cho'Gall and take them down. Zagara should get the gems, and Malganis will not be able to zone those back as neither team has summoned a Webweaver just yet. Heroic-wise, it is going to be Lifebinder, Black Hole, Dark Conversion. You're going to be seeing Purification Salvo and a Last Rites Malfurion. Hyperion, Frost Blast. You do have the Upheaval and Twisting Nether with the Devouring Maw as well from Zagara. DC will probably get a pause here, and as we always do for competitive integrity, we are going to jump out of the game, just in case. Last Rites only gets 1 stack. This is like the 6th time I've mentioned this week. Butcher is the only one who gets any extra stackage off of Cho'Gall. Zul'jin doesn't, Tychus doesn't, Rainer doesn't. Tassadar doesn't. Malfurion doesn't. It is just meat. It is just meat from Butcher. I don't know why this is brought up so much to this weekend. Maybe it's just because we've had a lot of Cho'Gall. But I feel like everyone's just like, oh, everyone should double stack against Cho'Gall. I'm like, but then why would you ruin Cho'Gall? No one would take him then. Let's see. Yashiro disconnect, voice as well. Who doesn't like a 5-mapper, though? Or 3 in a row? Oof. Alright, looks like they're back in. We have got readies coming out from players. Well, let's get into it. So, top lane wave, web weavers have been summoned, players are back in, we do have mid lane wave cleared out completely, bottom lane is stepping up as the Bahamut goes out and zones the enemies from diving onto Zagara. Bottom lane fort was exposed, but the Hyperion will be coming through, the web weaver is a little bit low here. We do also have Cho'Gall taking down Malfurion on the top lane. Shell Claws from Mal'Ganis land onto the Rainer, tries to get a penetrating round back. Push them back. 17 Master of the Cold Dark stacks for the kill, Fuzad. Rainer's only died once, right? Rainer's died once, so he's at 45% for the Veteran Marksman. He's at 14 stacks on his Behemoth armor. 40 stacks for your Tassadar. But the big thing at the level 16 is going to be that Thermal Lancer Tassadar chunking on to this Cho'Gall. We do have 13 talents here on the horizon for both sides. 4 to 5 in kills. And 5 kills favoring RossPierrDoll here. And it is an insane series. Shadow Flame going out. Chains thrown out from Hildazad trying to find a pole. We do have your Tassadar. Oh my god, different Protoss. You have your Phoenix in the bottom lane currently working on Siege Giants. Shock Ray to check the bush. Psystorm just to clear out the minion wave. 13's on both sides. Mal'Ganis does go into the Spreading Plague after casting Night Rush, deal 55 damage per second to nearby enemies. This effect lasts for 5 seconds. Basic attacks against heroes refresh the cooldown. Does not wake sleeping targets. And we also have the Deep Sleep. Increased Night Rush sleep duration by 0.75 seconds and its move speed a bonus by 10%. I don't feel like I see those Night Rush talents like ever. Frost Blast goes out. That's going to be a Dark Conversion attempted, but we have a Molten Block. Either way, I mean, Mal'Ganis died. Hyperion from the Rainer will be summoned here. Yamato Can's getting some decent shots in as well. Fort Gate is completely taken down. One sidewall remains, actually. Salvo, last rites. Salvo tickles some health bars, but Phoenix warps in and has the sustained damage to take them down. Sorry, Zagara down. Hildazad is going to be able to get some damage in the bottom lane on the Siege Giants, and this will be your Phoenix and Tassadar working on a top lane boss. Web Weavers are not available for the members of RossPierrDoll, but this boss in top lane could confirm a fort. Actually, should confirm a fort. Though Hildazad is like, alright, well, if they're going to do that, I can turn in 9 gems. We can get Web Weavers to push back in the lanes. Mal'Ganis will not be here in time. Felclaws miss onto Cho'Gall, utilizing the last hit onto the minion wave. It's a 2-kill difference. 15 faster on the left. So, no priority push for the boss, which means boss does not confirm the fort. The mid lane Web Weaver is mostly cleared away. Some damage on the fort gate as well. Force wall from the Tassadar with the electric fence gets small damage. Phoenix heads down to bottom lane to clear things out over there, and this is going to be a top lane defense that should mitigate the Web Weaver coming in. Hildazad will use his Frost Blast. There's going to be an upheaval. Self-cleanse from Malfurion right there. Loftpool getting really low on the Tassadar. Chains pulling them in. That is going to be a Lifebinder activated. Mal'Ganis is going to be able to back away to the side. He does have the Dark Conversion, but he needs to be in range for a target. He doesn't want to be near any of about Hyperion damage. Phoenix comes in, blinks to the side, lacerates, takes down Yashiro. Raynor traded. Malfurion still chasing in. Itrax is low, needs to back away. Fell Claws from Mal'Ganis go out. Night Rush in to Cho'Gall as well. Shockwave from Tassadar is almost enough to take down Cho'Gall, but is unable to do so. And the Webweaver from bottom lane is stacked up on this this keep gate. So Raynor's second death, 21 stacks on Behemoth armor. Actually, that's his third death. Excuse me. So he's got 15% on his Gambit left. Ouch. Alrighty. 8-6 in the current kills. 2 kill advantage to the left. 16 talents here on both sides. There's that thermal lance I was talking about. We do have the offensive cadence, which is going to be every third basic attack against hero while repeater cannon is active. Deals an additional 6% of the target's maximum health is damage. 8% on thermal lance, by the way. Plague bats. You've got the mortality when damaging hero with Race Strike deals bonus damage equal to 8% of the hero's maximum health. A lot of big level 16s against the Cho'Gall. We do also have the Corrosive Saliva, the Leaden Orb, Ruin Gauntlet, which I don't see very often at 16, I feel. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Cho's and Gall's heroic ability by 6%. I feel like I never see this level 16. That seems really good. Because I feel like it's Frenzied attacks, I think, is the level 16 for Cho that we often see. Cigar in top lane is probably dead. She will get the forward. Devouring Maw goes out, but Zagara falls. One fort remains in mid, but here's the big thing to mention. With the kill onto Zagara and some lanes being cleared, this does give the opportunity for Webweaver summoning. And it looks like there's already priority into the top lane. Trying to take down this fort, or at least push the minion wave up into it. Malfurion heads to bottom, and he'll try and soak over here. It is 6-9 in kills. Nice, nice, nice. 9 kills for RossPierrDoll. Fell Claws all around. Malfurion takes out the sidewall here. More autos from Raynor. Hyperion summoned as well. He's able to get past the force wall that was summoned. Cigar will go deal with bottom lane. Top lane, Webweaver not going to be able to take down the fort. It is mid-fort priority. Webweaver a little bit low here. Bottom lane being managed by Zagara. Chains from Kelduzad activated. There's going to be the last rights taking down Raynor, which will get rid of his last veteran marksman stack. Upheaval pulling Tassadar in. He's going to get hit with a Frost Blast. The Lifebinder coming in a little too late, and Tassadar does go down. Webweaver in bottom. That's a lot of gems that I think Mac missed. I don't think the Mal'Ganis was able to pick those up. Malfurion was caught inside that. Okay, he's going to be able to back away. Okay. Malfurion was in a precarious position, but the chains onto the Glacial Spike will not be able to pull him back. Phoenix does have an inspired wave. Repeater cannon active, and this top fort will be damaged, but not taken down. Right? Or sorry, Dark Conversion. Upheaval again into the Phoenix. He's pulled into tower shots. The Twisting Nether. Bye-bye, Dragoon. Boss is up and available. 55 on Phoenix, 7 on Tassadar. Cho'Gall and friends. Looking to get into that 20 talent tier area. 4 stacks on your last right, so it's going to be 20 seconds off that 70-second cooldown. Night Rush out onto the Zagara, but Mal'Ganis is just trying to back away. Cho'Gall considers chasing in, but does not go for it. Malfurion dives to the side. 20 almost here on both sides. 85 stacks on the level 1 for your Tassadar. 22 Behemoth armor. 26 on the veteran marksman, with no extra damage on that. 27 for Master of the Cold Dark. I feel like I read that already, but my brain is turning into mush right now. So, Lifebinder, Ritual of Life. We do have Mal'Ganis going alone in the dark. Reduce the cooldown of Night Rush by 4 seconds. Enemy heroes put to sleep by Night Rush have their vision greatly reduced during the sleep and for 2 seconds after. It is Malthiel, level 20. He's going to go and no one can stop death for the buyback. There's going to be a self-cleanse with the inevitable end to deny the upheaval pull. Oh, we got the Twilight Frenzy and the Hour of Twilight for the Cho'Gall. Raynor with Execute Orders. You're looking at a damn return for Kel'Thuzad and Tyrant Maw Zagara. No Pack Instincts is a little surprising. Twisting Nether, Frost Blast goes out. There's going to be a Runic Bomb thrown in. We also do have the salvo out from Phoenix. Malthiel gets credit for the kill into Kel'Thuzad. Mac gets a Lifebinder, Ritual of Life. It's gonna tick again. Zagara does go down. Devouring Maw. Upheaval. That was a mistake. Hey guys, I'm like 10% on this Cho'Gall. Come hug me! So yeah, the Upheaval is gonna kill Cho'Gall, but keep in mind, he does have that Hour of Twilight. This is boss call for top lane. Lacerite's 5 stacks, so it's gonna be a 25-second cooldown. Or sorry, 45-second cooldown, 25 off mana or whatever. Cho'Gall have respawned. Raynor was zoned by Mal'Ganis. The minion wave in the top lane is pushed up a little bit. And it is Red Webweaver summoned by the Raynor, sneaks it in. Do they have enough for a summoning? 30? No, I don't think so. Unless there's some gems turned in. And I didn't see that. Actually, they did have enough for a turn in. As I look back at the stream preview, they did have enough. It's just Raynor snuck it right there in the bottom of the map. That is too funny. Top lane fort does go down. The boss is going to be killed on the keep front gate. Minutes into Tomb of Spider Queen, the final map of the day. 100 stacks on your Tassadar. Execute Orders for the Raynor, by the way. So his death timer is reduced as well. And you also have that Hyperion, which focuses onto enemy heroes. It does half the damage, so the Yamato Cannon is, I believe, half the damage with Execute Orders, but those shots prioritize the lowest health hero. Right? Yamato Cannon at the lowest health hero. Yeah. Malthiel flank onto Zagara. Hits a mark. Taps well. Looks to re-engage, but Banelings are being thrown in. Alexstrasza with a little healing as well. Hyperion will confirm the fort through mid. Phoenix is currently clearing out the last Webweaver top. So yeah, they have 62 held. And currently 20 turned in. Jumping up in a lot more of those gems really quickly. Oof. Lifebinder goes out onto Malthiel. That's 40 gems dropped. Someone needs to go step up for those. Devouring Maw. No, those gems! Phoenix, I don't think, got it. Salvo goes out. Malthiel bought back in. Cho'Gall at like 900 HP. Yoshiro's dead. Hyperion Execute Orders comes through. Oh, dude, that hurts. That was so many gems just dropped. Invade onto this right side camp, though. Night Rush. Last rites. Good night, Zagara. Mal'Ganis falls to the damage over time. Or sorry, the sustained damage from the Plague Lands level 1 on those Death and Decays. Alexstrasza goes down. Malthiel, 23 HP. If Malthiel died there, I think he would have had an 80-second death timer. But he didn't die. Penetrating round. Phoenix blinks. He does not have Unconquered Spirit. Cho'Gall chasing in. Shadow Flare. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Insane map number 5 in this best of 5 series, everybody. 8 hours of casting. And we're looking at a Keep Gate siege. Nether. A little bit of damage onto this keep. Punches coming out. Cho'Gall does not want to tank too many minus armor shots, and that is going to be keep taken down through mid. Cigar heads to bottom lane to soak. 27 gems of 65 held on the right side. 3 held, 20 turned in. Still a ways to go for a blue or red Webweaver summoning. Oof. 28 kills in total. Surging Fist in. Upheaval comes through. Frost Blast into this Malfurion. He's going to get a Lifebinder Ritual. Life Cho'Gall is going to Molten Block. Twisting Nether is active. And Last Rites, I think, was triggered on them. Yeah, they went from 6 to 7 stacks. Mal'Ganis pulled by the chains. Yashiro trying to back away. And now Mal'Ganis has the Night Rush. Yashiro is so very dead. Okay. They run out of the Hyperion, execute orders. The benefit for Raynor, less death timer time. Cho'Gall already about to be back within 5 seconds because of their Hour of Twilight. Oof. Oh. 2/3 of the way through their gem count here. 20 turned in, 23 held. Malfurion gets a small wave push up in bottom. Couple auto attacks from Raynor. There's going to be a salvo connecting onto a few. It's going to tickle some health bars and do relatively nothing because Malfurion actually has the damage. No Last Rites utilized right there. Boss is up and available. How much damage on the Keep Gate? Not a ton, but still. Upheaval. Pulls Mal'Ganis in. Frost Blast onto him as well. Dark Conversion is used. Lifebinder coming out as well. Boss's Leash. Siege Giants are still pushing bottom lane, by the way. Malfurion, Last Rites. Is there a Molten Block? I think he already used it, so that is going to be the 8th stack for Malfurion. I think this is the most Last Rites stacks I've seen in a game. I think the average is like 3 to 4. I don't think I ever see anything above 4 realistically, but it is a 34 kill game. Boss is grabbed. We have Malfurion grabbing a mid lane bruiser camp. And Webweavers are...
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
Alfredo, thank you for the the tier 1 for 9 months. Man, a bunch of resubs coming through today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so very much. Appreciate the support. I think we're 20 subs away from the goal still now. I think. 20 or 21, somewhere in that ballpark. It can be seen underneath the stream, by the way. But blue Webweaver's ascending, and it feels like the bottom lane is the priority right now. Webweaver's ascending fairly far into these lanes. RossPierrDoll, they want to try and take down at least a mid lane keep here so they can have matching catapult pressure, but this is going to be mid lane cleared away. Malfurion, though, shoving up in bottom lane. I want to take a look here really, really fast. He does have his buyback for level 20. Phoenix pushes a wave up in top. Zara is doing her best to clear up bottom lane. Malfurion's going to try and get a few autos into this keep as well. Webweavers are mostly cleared out. It is 25 to 24. And the 25-minute game continues. Of course, it's Tomb of the Sweater Queen for the last map, and it's one of the longest maps that we have in here. Like, it's like Tomb can go so freaking long. And it is. Upheaval avoided. Malfurion, I think, used his inevitable end level 7 to be able to avoid that damage. Or no, level 13, sorry. It's the healing debuff at level 7 that he picked up. Big damage on the Cho'Gall. He's gonna pop his stasis. Last Rites is available. Bye-bye. Devouring Maw finds the Mal'Ganis. 9th stack. That's Yashiro on the left-hand side getting chunked by Tassadar. Dragon Queen is available. Minion wave pushing up. Can they end here? 20 second on the death timer of this Cho'Gall. And I think they're gonna move in for core. No, they're not. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. So. Camp and stuff in mid lane pushing up. Catapult's working on that little side gate. Alexstrasza turning in 3 very important gems.
Blue team's core is under attack.
What's boss timer? 2 minutes, 6 seconds. So we're looking at like almost 29 minutes in game time. Shy of that by like 15 or so seconds. By the time I'm done streaming today, the sun is going to start setting. And I woke up when this...
My part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
I can sub again.
Callie, thank you for the tier 1 for 9 months as well. Bunch of 9 months, bunch of beautiful people with these resubs. Thank you, everybody. Cho'Gall and Raynor are going to try and end on core. They are going to throw themselves at core. Hyperion summoned by the Raynor. He will die. Hyperion goes the other way with execute orders, which also doesn't prioritize buildings. Cho'Gall is going to molten block. Core shielding is dropping. Hyperion almost takes this down. 26% remains on the left side core. What will they do from DMW? Are they going to run it through bottom? Try and win here? Me and Raynor up in 5. Cho'Gall in 16. It looks like no. Alexstrasza checking for another backdoor, I think, set up. Oh, they're going for it. Okay, they are going for it. All right, Mal'Ganis is on core. That is going to be shock rays out from Tassadar. Cho'Gall with the upheaval. Mac getting a life binder way too late. Kel'Thuzad will go down, but so is Phoenix. Cho'Gall low, trying to Surging Fist back into the Hall of Storms. And Catapult is here on core. One of the Catapults is not fixating. There it is. Shock Ray takes down the Zagara. She'll get a Devouring Maw right at the tail end. Core shielding is dropping. Malthael is going to go down to the Nexus Forces. Cho'Gall fall. Oh, Cho'Gall is going to live. Molten Armor blocking that. Alexstrasza low here. She will be taken down by the Raynor. Just kidding. Just kidding. Prank bro. Dude, how is this still going? This is such an insane map number 5. I'm losing my mind right now. When I started the stream, it was 7 a.m. It's now 3 p.m. for me. There is a Webweaver summoning. Was just 6 gems needed? Okay, it's Sidetrax. Let's get it. Okay, gonna turn in here. Bottom lane is pushed up. Mal'Ganis and Phoenix have respawned. Zagara coming. So like. Ah! This is so crazy. Oh man. Malthael gets some good pressure onto Cho'Gall. Twisting Nether is going to be activated. Chains onto Malthael though. Inevitable end. And he will be taken down. 78-second death timer. But they're going for core again through bottom lane. Salvo, Tickle's health bar is doing nothing. Force wall down from Tassadar. Webweaver pushing in through mid and bottom. Death and Decays, Zagara summoning. That's a good amount of damage on the Sniper, who's taken down. Kel'Thuzad has no phylactery or anything. He didn't take the talent, I believe. Zagara zones this Tassadar back. We currently have Zagara falling. Mal'Ganis getting the Ritual of Life. Raynor will fall, and Phoenix needs to back away. Shockray wakes up Theoden. Core shielding is breaking. RossPierrDoll, they do have the Webweaver in the top lane. Cho'Gall is going to go down, and that is a... to wrap up this map number 5. GG, well played. One of the most insane casting days, I would say, of this entire year. Today has been an absolute riot. But this is going to be... Hold on one second.
Yeehaw! What's on your mind, hillbilly?
What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, yeehaw, that's right.
Alright, well, we did not hit our sub goal today. We are still, what is that, 13, I can't do math right now, 15, 18 subs away? I think so. But thank you everyone so very much for such an amazing weekend of